I make a snarky comment at one point.
I like it.
Are you spoiled? Did I spoil anything?
Today's episode is presented by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network.
You're going to see a much darker Octavia in season 5 and see what life was like under the ground for 5 years with these people. She's under the floor again, but this time she's forced to be a leader and she doesn't know how to do that. So she's having to sort of learn the hard way because unfortunately all this mixed bag of clans can't really let go of old school resentments towards each other. So living in small spaces with a lot of rioting and people that don't get along, she's forced to make some difficult decisions.
Yeah.
How to punish people for their consequences.
I mean, we're going to see Murphy, who's always been kind of a survivor and had to
Totally.
fight for his life almost every single day that he's been on the ground. Now you're going to see him after 6 years up in space, and there's not really a lot to kind of take your life up there. It's just sort of passing time for 6 years. So I think I'm very curious to see what he's like in that situation where he doesn't have to fight every day.
Right, like what
does
exactly
he? Yeah, does that relax him,
Right.
or is he someone that I've always thought he is? He kind of thrives on that kind of war of attrition, the sort of fight that he has to
Right,
go
the
through every day.
pressure,
That's what makes him live, is kind of that fight that he has to go through. So I'm curious to see how he does without that fight. Especially with the 6 years, I feel very, I was saying it before, I feel very unshackled with kind of that. Because usually when you're doing a performance, you're sort of dropping off like anchors of like, I make a decision, now I have to hold on to that decision with this character. 6 years in the future, I mean, you kind of unshackle yourself from a lot of those decisions. You kind of get to start fresh.
I will say that because Monty he can distill his own alcohol, created moonshine in season 1. That was like 3 weeks being on the ground. So I'm hoping he's gotten everyone pleasantly blitzed and it's been a 6-year party on the arc. Yeah, I just don't know why you would ever leave that situation.
So you have the 6-year time jump.
Totally.
So everyone's gonna change so much, and it's like, I think for her to be in space with just her and like the space crew is gonna be interesting too, because they really created a bond up there. But it's also funny because it's like, it reminds me almost like being on a desert island, right? Like it's just me and 6 other people, forever. Like could you just think of 6 people in your life you'd be stuck in a ship with for eternity? It's crazy.
Yeah. Click to the left to check out the cast of The 100 reliving all their favorite moments from the show. This episode is presented by T-Mobile. With unlimited data, you can fuel your fandom like never before on America's best unlimited network.